Okay. So, our story for today is called Son of Laughter. Years passed and things didn't get any better. People were still just as cruel and mean to one another. They got sick and died. God's world was still full of tears. It was never meant to be like this. But God was getting ready to do something about it. He was going to make all the wrong things right. And he was going to do it through... Got a guess? A family! He was going to do it through a family. Abraham, God said, how many stars are there? God was about to tell his friend a wonderful secret. Have you guys ever tried counting the stars? Do you have any guess how many stars there are out there? No guesses?
Affinity.
Infinity? That's a pretty good guess. That's a lot, huh? Let me see, Abraham said, rolling up his sleeves. But have you ever tried counting stars? Then you know how hard it is. 993, 994, 997. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, no. 1, 2. He had to start all over. He messed up his numbers. Of course, he kept losing count. There are too many, he said. Too many stars. Guess what? God laughed. I'll give you so many children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, you won't be able to count them either. That's a lot of kids. So many kids. As many kids as the stars. Can you imagine trying to feed that many kids? Imagine that many babies. Imagine that many babies. How many dirty diapers? Ah! Too big of a family. Abraham couldn't help giggling at such a wonderful idea, but he stopped himself. How could he have a family? Don't be silly. He didn't have any children, let alone grandchildren. He wiped away a tear. Anyway, it was far too late for him to start having babies at his age. He was 99 years old. Can a person who's 99 years old have a baby? That sounds pretty strange, huh? What could God possibly mean? Abraham, God said, you need to trust me, believe me. And then God told Abraham his secret rescue plan. Abraham, I will make your family very big, God promised, until one day your family will come to number more than even all the stars in the sky. Abraham looked up at the night sky, and it was thick with stars. You will be my special family, my people, and through you, everyone on earth will be blessed. It was an incredible promise. God was going to rescue the whole world through Abraham's family. One of his great-great-great-grandchildren would be the child, the promised one, the rescuer. But it's too wonderful, Abraham said. How can it be true? Is anything too good to be true, God asked? Is anything too wonderful for me? So Abraham trusted what God said more than what his eyes could see, and he believed. Now when Sarah, that was Abraham's wife. Now when Sarah heard God's promise, she just laughed to herself. But it wasn't a happy laugh, it had tears in it. She'd always wanted a baby. Could her dream really come true? Could she really have a baby when she was 90 years old? No, of course not. Don't be silly. This is far too late. Sarah didn't believe God could do what God promised. She had forgotten that when God says something, it's as good as done.
Is it Abraham is Abraham and the president Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, no, it's not Abraham Lincoln. This is actually before Abraham Lincoln. Maybe Abraham Lincoln was named after this Abraham. I don't know. Of course, it was easy for God to give her a baby as it was for him to make all the stars in the sky. Let's see, our last page here. Sure enough, 9 months later, just as God had promised, Sarah gave birth to a baby boy. They named him...
Jesus.
No, they named him Isaac. Just like you. They named him Isaac because it means son of laughter. And Sarah laughed. But this time it was a glorious, happy laugh. Her dream had come true. Why do you think we named you Isaac? Do you know why we named you Isaac?
Why?
Because it means laughter. And when Mama was about to have you as our little baby, She laughed. And I said, uh-oh, you're laughing. Some mamas, when they're about to have a baby, they have really bad ouchies. It kind of hurts their body a little bit. But she had a cramp that kind of hurt her body a little bit, and she laughed. And I said, maybe if you keep laughing, we're going to have to name our boy Isaac, which means laughter. And that's why you're named Isaac, because it means laughter. And you make us happy and bring a smile to our face. Okay, we'll finish our story here. God would do as he promised. He would always look after Abraham's family, his special people. And one day, God would send another baby, a baby promised to a girl who didn't even have a husband. But this baby would bring laughter to the whole world. This baby would be everyone's dream come true.